Congressman Mike Waltz. He's the Republican from Florida, joining us now. Congressman, good morning. You voted no on the debt ceiling bill. Why don't you support it?
Well, actually, I give Speaker McCarthy a lot of credit in the sense that we started a few months ago with Biden and Schumer saying clean debt ceiling lift or nothing, and just telling us to eat it. So they got a lot of good policy. It's a step in the right direction in terms of getting out of control spending under control. But at the end of the day, in my view, the number one job of the federal government is to keep the country safe. And to accept Biden's defense budget, which is a cut when you incorporate inflation, it's a cut to defense just as China is on the march. They are coming like a freight train. We have a war in Europe. We have Iran racing towards a nuke, and Kim Jong-un with his finger on the nuclear button. At the end of the day, I just couldn't support that going forward.
I'm glad you brought up China, Congressman. China says the U.S. should stop its, quote, dangerous acts of provocation after a Chinese fighter jet cut off an American spy plane over the South China Sea. We've all seen that video. It's remarkable. But it comes as U.S. officials say suspected Chinese spies who were posing as tourists tried to infiltrate U.S. military facilities in Alaska. It seems to me like tensions are rising. You agree?
Well, they are rising, and this is the Chinese Communist Party as a result of the Chinese Communist Party aggression. The plane that they buzzed very dangerously, our plane was flying in international waters, and this is just another example of their dangerous, aggressive behavior, because what the whole world recognizes as international water, international airspace, the Chinese Communist Party says, no, it's ours. And we're either going to ram you, disrupt you, seize your ships, build islands that were reefs in international waters. We're going to take it by force if we have to. That's just a taste of the world order to come if Xi gets his way, which is to replace the United States as a global leader. Yet another reason I just could not swallow a defense cut right now. And the spying is the tip of the iceberg of what's going on. We've seen it pales in comparison what we saw with the Soviet Union to what's going on right now.
Before we run out of time, very quickly, Congressman, I wanted to mention the Space Force Star Command coming to Florida's Space Coast, and with it comes hundreds of jobs, right?
That's right. Several hundred high-tech jobs. This is the command that simulates any type of war in space. And on all of our war games, the first shots are always fired in cyberspace and in space, because our entire economy and our entire military is dependent on what's up there. We're so excited to get it in Florida's Space Coast. It's the right place for it, and it's a right fit for Florida.
Very exciting. That Space Coast area is just exploding because you have all of the private companies getting involved in space exploration. You know, the Port Canaveral there is just booming. It is a remarkably, booming economy for such a small part of the state.
And our people have, 50, 60 years of space expertise. So our universities, academia, our institutions, we're ready to launch, Ashley, and we're really excited to get this command from Space Force.
In every sense of the word. Congressman Waltz, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.